We are back with another one. Today is Saturday. It is 12 p.m. I'm not going to tell y'all to get y'all mimosas, you know, but get y'all mimosas, get y'all coffee, get your tea, whatever y'all drinking, and come on in. Today we got a nice episode for you. And today we're diving into the topic that affects all of us, whether we talk about it or not. And I'm your host, Skittles, and my co-host,
Shy. So, welcome back, you guys. What we're going to be talking about is, what does societal perception even mean? So let's start here. When we say society's perception, what do we mean? Basically, it's who the world thinks you are, the labels people place on us based on identity, appearance, gender, career, and even rumors, like something that is not even true.
And today we're unpacking where those perception comes from and how they shape us, and most importantly, how we take our power back.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into it.
All right. Well, basically, it's who the world thinks you are. And we're talking about like how, like, for example, you can walk into a job interview.
Yeah.
So already, I personally, as like a Black woman, I walk into a job interview and maybe it's not a very diverse company. So before I open my mouth, they're looking like, is she dressed neatly or is she sloppy? Depending on, my clothing. Are they name brand or does it look like I got it from Kmart?
Do
I
Kmart don't even exist.
Yeah, or like, do I talk with etiquette? Is it Ebonics? Is she ghetto? Is she educated?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like all I've said is, hi, my name is. Like,
and that's it.
And it's just like, all right. So, I mean, it's a lot of stereotypes that people will believe before you even say your name.
No.
And it's really ridiculous.
Right. It's the difference between who you actually are and how others decide you should be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we don't talk enough about how the gap affects your confidence, your opportunities, and even your relationship.
Yeah, it can make you feel really insecure. It can make you feel like, sometimes it makes you feel like you have to be something else so that people won't judge you solely on just what you look like. Like, they think like, oh, this is a Black woman, she's probably got an attitude, and she's probably lazy.
They always say the attitude first.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, I don't have that, but I mean, it's not like if we get into a conversation, I'm like a confrontation, I'm gonna immediately cuss you out. It would take some time to get to that, but I mean, I know how to be professional.
Exactly.
And I think we don't get that credit sometimes.
No. As Black women, we don't. And sometimes in the back of my mind, I don't think we will ever.
Yeah, I think that people are just like, no, she's not going to be a good representation for our company. It's just like, you don't even know yet.
You haven't even got me a try.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about first impressions and how quickly people judge.
So you ever notice that people size you up in like 3 seconds?
And that's all it takes.
Like, I remember being in high school, and it was, okay, so high school was interesting. There was a lot going on, but let's just say, so I have always been like like a nerd. I have, and I'm very shy. So in high school, though, when I first started, my oldest sister was very much like, you got a nice shape, and you need to wear these type of clothes, right? So I was wearing like these short, mini baby doll dresses, and I have on these platform
Your sister wrong for that.
I looked like a streetwalker. I had all this hair. She really did. I didn't really wear makeup, but she, just some lipstick or something. That's it, right? So I'm going in to school looking on the outside like a hoochie, like up and down.
Hoochie five.
Like hoochie five. But then inside I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, and I'm like saying nothing. So I was sized up and there was all kinds of wrong assumptions based upon the fact that I did not dress myself. Someone else dressed me. And then also when I would talk, people would be like, why do you sound like a white girl?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so I look like a hoochie, I sound like a white girl, and then they're like, so where are you from? So when I started high school, I started in South Central LA my 9th grade year. Then I moved to Moreno Valley and finished I went to Moreno Valley and started 10th grade, I believe it was. So they're like, oh, where are you from and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I just moved here from LA. And as soon as I said that, like, oh, we're from LA. What part of LA? Because they're already like, she sounds like a white girl. I was like, South Central LA. I went to Manual Arts High School. And then they're like, so you're from the ghetto? And then they're like, it doesn't make sense. She sounds like a white girl, but she's from the ghetto. I'm just like... It was
a no-win situation.
It was. So that's why I just remained silent and just stuck to doing my homework. Like,
yeah. Humans are weird to make a snapshot judgment. It's not always internal, but it's definitely, and it's crazy because speaking of high school, they didn't tell me to my face because I was tall.
Yes,
like
you are very tall.
Yes,
and you look like you would knock somebody out.
And I would, and I would, and
so people were like,
but I didn't.
In the face.
But that's the thing. In high school I was quiet. I did my homework. I had 4.0. I played basketball. The girls at Fontana High that I played basketball with, some of them didn't like me. I didn't care. I didn't care why. I'm just like, I don't even talk to you. Like, it is what it is. But I never was just like, bitch, I beat your ass. I'm like that now. But it was just like, because I didn't care. But they always, so when I was on the bus, right? We was going to, I want to say Redlands, Fontana was playing. I think we probably was going to fucking, what's that school? Etowanda High. We probably was going there. So one of I don't remember because it was old. And one of the girls was asking me, "Oh, what are you listening to?" And then I didn't really want to tell her because number one, I'm African American, and the music that I was listening to was not rap, was not R&B.
Oh, what was it?
Girl.
What was it?
Maroon 5.
Oh.
It was, and then I had like a whole CD, so a whole little playlist. It had Blink 182 on there, Maroon 5. I had a little country.
Yeah.
So
I thought you were gonna say Paramore. I was like, I love Paramore.
But I do too.
Yeah.
So she took the headphones off, and she was listening to it, and she just looked at me like, "What is this?"
I mean, Maroon 5 is.
Man, come on now.
Everybody listens to Maroon 5.
And I was jamming to some Evanescence back then.
Oh, Evanescence was like the soundtrack of high school.
I know. And she put all the emotions you was having in 2 songs. And I'm just like, it's like listening to Adele. You cannot listen to Adele without crying, without feeling all those emotions.
listen to it down.
But yeah, she judged me off of the music that I was listening to. Like what I was supposed to be listening to Usher.
I know. She's
Let
like,
It Burn.
you're not listening
Confessions.
to
like
what's going on.
Right.
I listen to that too.
Yeah.
And
Aaliyah.
I listen to a variety.
Right. Exactly. So, which means somebody can be completely wrong about you, but still treat you according to their obsession. And you know what? We have it a lot in our jobs. It's so fucking sad. It's so sad that we have it, a lot in our jobs. Because, one day, before we get into stereotypes and stuff like that, one day I was sitting there and one of the faculty members came to me. I'm not saying no names, and he was just like, "Oh, you still the only employee in your department?" I was like, "Yes." And he was like, "Did you ever thought to like step up?" I said, "Yes." Of course, you always want to step up. So I told him, I said yes. And, after that, I went to lunch with this colleague. And I am a comedian. I do joke a lot. But, that's another side of me. So when I'm at lunch, I'm joking nonstop. I'm a comedian nonstop. I'll be cracking jokes and everything else. So I'm not saying that this person like judged me, because we was talking about that, that situation of me stepping up, me, being the manager and stuff like that. And she has said, she was like, what happened if they not taking you serious? So I only joke around with like this amount of people. So I was just like, no, why? Because I joke a lot, but when I'm working, I'm not joking. And this person don't know me.
Yeah.
At all.
No.
So, yeah. I just wanted to throw that in there. Let's talk about stereotypes because they shape more than anything.
Yeah, and stereotypes come from everywhere. Media, family, culture, school, and they're just things from, honestly, like television and TV shows have shaped a lot of the way that people think of, different types of societies and cultures. I think that the Black culture has come a long way. I feel like before they used to just show like us being, kind of lazy, argumentative. We don't have good etiquette. We don't know how to speak, talk. We can't be professional. And just straight up like dumb, like we don't have an education at all. And then I feel like it's only in the past few years that they've really tried to change that. And where it's like, no, we do have college degrees. We do know how to be professional. We're not dumb. But people have seen that for so many years that they still, in the back of their minds, still think that about certain cultures, or even in the Latin cultures, like, well, they probably have their whole entire family, 3 generations staying in one house and things like that, or they have a bunch of kids, and it's like, how about the people who are Latin and have no kids and they live alone? Like, are they not like a part of their culture? Like, I feel like those were just stereotypes. That's not what defines these cultures.
No. Society has all these unspoken rules about who we should be, especially depending on gender and race.
Yeah, I think people think a lot when just being a woman in general, they feel like, oh, you're probably really sensitive, you cry all the time, and you're not hardworking, and if you break a nail, the world has ended. And it's like, hello.
Number one, I'm sick of people saying sensitive. Second of all, we cancers, please don't say the word sensitive.
Okay, because it's like a trigger word. And
it really is.
Then it's like, let me show you how sensitive I am when my fist hits your face.
Exactly. Um,
Yeah, and so it's exactly because of society's just like we're expected to be strong all the time, or smart, or quiet, or loud, or whatever box people put us in.
Yeah.
They're like, if you don't fit in it, they think something's wrong with you. You know, they're like I love listening to Latin music. Love it. I love cha-cha. I love bachata. Like, love dancing to it. So I'm over here. I go, I've been to like clubs with friends and I'm dancing and everything. And then they just think like, why is this black girl dancing so well to Latin music? And I'm just like, I like the music. If the music's good, my body's gonna move to it. It doesn't mean I'm trying
to do anything.
I'm not trying not to be black. I can dance to any music. But I think people kind of thinking like, but that's not the norm. You should not know how to. That's not true.
And once people decide the label, a label for you, they expect you to stay in it.
Yeah.
But life doesn't work that way at all.
No, because we're so multifaceted. Like, there's more to us than just these dumb stereotypes. And the stereotypes aren't even us. Like, that's the thing. That's what a stereotype is. It's this thought that was made up by something you probably saw or heard on TV or radio. And then you use that to describe what somebody is without actually hearing it from that person.
Yeah, no, I agree. Let's get into social media versus real life.
Oh, yes, please.
Yes.
Now this one. Social media has people thinking they know your life by looking at a few posts. It's like, oh, she must be doing good because she just went on a trip.
And
she got some money.
She up in Jamaica.
Oh my gosh. And it's like, not true.
Actually, this was planned out.
I know. Like, don't have money. It took like 2 years to save up for that trip. Like,
exactly. Yes. People forget that social media is just a highlight reels, not the reality of the show. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, I understand that. I feel like society starts perceiving you through that lens, like expecting you to be on all the time, or assuming your life is perfect or messy based on what they saw online. Like, there could be one post that maybe somebody else posted about you, where maybe you are telling somebody off in line at Starbucks, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, see, she is hot tempered. She is so rude." And she just be cussing everybody out. It's like, no, you didn't see the whole story.
You only seen snippets. That's why when I be, on Facebook videos, TikTok videos, and I see like people fighting this stuff, and I'm just like, okay, well, I don't know what led up to those fights,
Exactly.
And the pressure of maintaining an image can really disconnect you from who you actually are.
Yeah.
So let's get into when society gets you wrong.
Let's talk about something real. Being misunderstood. Again, like, I feel like all my entire high school life, I was just misunderstood. And I think that kind of fed into the reason why I didn't talk a lot. I didn't make a lot of friends. And if I was in a group of friends, I still was like very quiet.
Yeah.
I got good grades and things like that, did my homework. And I just kind of went through the motions of things. But no, I don't ever think anyone was ever like that close to me. Maybe like one friend who I knew since like the 3rd grade, but that's it, And I think that it was just because I was tired of people judging everything that I would be open about or said or did, or the way I dressed.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of was just like, I'm not even going to say anything. And
Yeah.
I didn't even respond. I was very non-reactionary either.
Mm-hmm.
People would say something and I no longer had a reaction to it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. We all had that moment where someone judged our character based on something small,
Yeah.
So.
And sometimes it's not small. Sometimes the assumptions based on race, gender, and age, or even your job. Like, I think that people, like, I can joke around about being like I'm old, or, being 44. But also, but the reality is there are a lot of things that people will, like, comments that people will say, because they're just like, oh, you're 44, you don't have any kids. Oh, you're not married? Oh, you're not making this much every month? I'm just like, okay, so who said at 44 I need to be on a checklist? This ain't even my checklist. It's your checklist.
Like,
I'm sorry that I didn't.
If you don't go somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't meet your expectations. Oh well.
We don't give a fuck.
Okay, this is my life.
Exactly. Being misjudged can be frustrating and honestly exhausting, but it can also be eye-opening because it teaches you to stop defining yourself through someone else's lens.
Exactly. Just because society mislabels you, it doesn't mean you have to accept it. Like, yeah, they think that, and you didn't live up to their expectations, but who really cares? Because it's my life. I'm doing what I want. And if I'm happy, it does not matter what you think.
No. Let's talk about, actually, you take this one.
Okay, let's talk about self-perception and society's perception. At the end of the day, the most important perception is your own. I will
say that again.
Yes. At the end of the day, the most important perception is your own. Exactly. If somebody doesn't like you, okay, doesn't affect me. I don't like you either.
Exactly. When you know who you are.
Exactly.
Your values, your character, your purpose, society options hold less fucking weight.
Exactly. And honestly, when you walk confidently in your identity, people's perception eventually catch up or fall away, because then you are showing them who you are. And sometimes I wish I could have told my younger self to not just be quiet, but to show people who you are. Because that is the truth. Like, when you let your light shine, other people will be attracted to that light. And not only that, but it will also give them permission to shine themselves.
Either fucking way, you fucking win.
Exactly.
Come on now. How to break free from society boxes.
Yes. So let's give our listeners something they can take with them.
Of course. Absolutely. Here are a few ways to break free from society labels. Number 1.
Stop seeking permission to be yourself.
Number 2.
Correct the narrative when you need to and ignore when you don't.
And number 3.
Surround yourself with people who see the real you, not the version society created.
And the last one, number 4.
Yes, remember that identity evolves. You're allowed to grow,
change, and redefine yourself any fucking time.
At any time. Like, I feel like people think like you have to be one way and that's it. Like, yes, I can be a happy person, and I can be like, you're always laughing, you're always smiling. Okay, but that does not negate the fact that sometimes I am going through something and I'm not smiling today. But I'm allowed not to smile today. Like, it's okay. That doesn't mean that I'm no longer a happy person. It just means right now I'm not feeling that way, and that's okay.
No, I totally agree with you. And sometimes with me, people always like see, because at the end of the day, I like to make people laugh.
Yeah.
I like to talk to people. That's just my soul, So when people see me, they be like, "Oh, she gay." Like we know she gay, and then oh, she goofy. Oh, she's this and this, and then they be like, "Do she ever take stuff serious?" Bitch, yes I do. Yes I do, but I'm not going to be those persons that's at work over here stressing about everything else. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a walk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to somebody. I am gonna free my mind of stress.
Exactly.
So that's how it looks like to me. Is I like to go talk to people. I like to visit people. I like to make people laugh. Sometimes I like to just listen to music sometimes.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that I like about you, I want to say, because I think a lot of people, there's people out there who can relate to this, because I categorize myself as like, I'm bisexual, right? And then you have shared with me that you are a lesbian, and in our relationship, I think when people see me, I'm a little bit girly. They kind of expect, like, well, she's bisexual, so that's expected. For you, though, they think, oh, she must be a stud, and she must want to be a man.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't.
That's not the case.
And it's really,
you don't want to be a man.
No, and that's why I tell people I am a woman that like women's. That's it. And I don't even label myself as a stud. Everybody else label me as a stud.
Exactly.
I'm just Skittles.
Exactly.
That's it.
Like, I think that's one of those stereotypes that I feel like you have to you face a lot, because but that's what I like about you. I like that you're like, no, like, I am a woman. And you've always liked being a tomboy.
Oh yeah, my mama can tell you that.
Yeah, and so I think that's one of the things people automatically think. So if she's a lesbian and dresses in men's clothing, that she wants to be a man, and you're like, I'm very much a woman. Thank you very much,
right, girl. When like my mom came to me like years ago, and my hair wasn't growing like to where I wanted it to be. Like, a lot of people don't know when I tell them my hair was art. My dreads was down to my butt. I just trim them.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, I'm getting sick of my hair. My hair's not growing past this length. It's just breaking off. And I had this big afro. I cut it off.
Okay.
I cut my hair off. Had a little taper on the side. And the only reason why I cut my hair is because I wanted to start over.
Yes.
And of course my hair is natural curly, so I had the taper on the side. I was all lined up. I had the curly hair on top. And somebody go look at me like, oh, you looking like a real dyke now. I said, what?
I'm so offensive.
I was just like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I cut my hair off because number one, I wanted to start over.
Yeah.
So as my hair was growing and I had a little afro, my mom asked me what I wanted to do. And the number one thing I didn't try was dreads.
Okay.
And I was just like, dread it up. And she was like, okay. So actually, locks. I'm not dreads.
Yeah, locks.
It's not really called dreads. So locks. So after I got my locks, my hair just started flowing and started growing. And that's why I trim it every 3 months, because I want a length that I'm comfortable with. Yeah. I see people with, locks and they're like down to their knees.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I just want, like, if I can touch it, which I can in the middle of my back, I'm cool. But it was kind of crazy how when I cut my hair, that person said that. I don't remember who it was, but I was just like, okay, that's not what I'm trying to be. I'm actually trying to grow my hair out. I'm trying to start fresh, natural hair.
You basically did the big chop, which was a trending thing some years back. I did the big chop, and I literally got the same type of effect. Like I had my hair, I had a lot of hair, and then it started breaking off. I shaved it off, and the number 2 things I would get is cancer patient or she's a lesbian. And I'm like,
what?
I'm just on a hair journey.
Right. That's it. That is it.
Yeah, so it's just funny how people think. But, at the end of the day, society is always going to have their opinion. But the loudest voice should be your own.
Yep. And once you take ownership of your identity, nobody can box you in.
Exactly. Thank you for joining us today.
Yes.
For this information and this important conversation.
And remember, how society perceives you is not your responsibility. How you perceive yourself is.
We'll see you next episode. Stay true, stay grounded, and stay you.
And y'all have a nice day. We about to enjoy our Saturday. Y'all enjoy your Saturday. Please like and subscribe. We'll be here next Saturday with a good episode. If you go to our YouTube, it is already scheduled down there. And then, at the bottom of the screen, you can support us with $1. Help us grow.
Give us some coffee.
Or give us a little feedback, I know, right? Buy us a coffee.
We need all that coffee.
We do. So you know what? Enjoy y'all rest of your day. This is Bar Table Talk signing off. Bye.
Bye.